So this is a custom version of our polar bear. This is using Hex 70 fabric, and it's the XL fabric, so this is about 14 inches wider than a typical hammock. The person that's getting it is over 6 foot, I think over 6'2". I don't know, he's pretty tall. So using a wider fabric allows him to will allow him to lay at an angle in there better than he would in the standard width fabrics. The top cover on this one is also made out of Hex 70 fabric. So I'm curious, once you get it, I know it's the middle of summer right now, but once you start using it, let me know how the breathability of the fabric and everything, how it, kind of curious how this fabric, this Hex 70 fabric does versus like Sil Poly or something as far as condensation. So let me know whenever you get a chance to use it. Like our other polar bears, it's got the venting options. You can, so like our other ones, you can open up the corners, 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever combination of the corners, they all open up like this. And like I tell everybody else that's getting one of these, be careful with the cam snaps. They're in there good. They got good reinforcement material behind them and all that kind of stuff, but when they're new, they're really stiff, so be careful. Don't just grab them and rip them off and everything. When they're snapped down here, you can see the fabric's kind of loose, but that's designed because of the pullouts. So whenever you do the pullouts, it gets tight, and then also when you're laying in it, it tightens it up. But when it's hanging loose and it snaps, you can see it's a little bit loose here. But once you get in there and you're stretching out the fabric and everything, it'll tighten right up. This also has these tie outs on the top, and that's designed so that you can do a combination of things. You can roll it up, use these little toggles that go up here, and so now you can roll up one or both sides. If it's warm when you first go to bed, you can have it all rolled up, and then that way in the middle of the night, if it starts cooling down, you can roll it down and close it up. Another option I talk about a lot is you can open up one side and leave the other side closed. Where that really comes in handy is I prefer to sleep with my tarp in porch mode as much as I can. So if I got this side of the tarp down and then this side's open, I might, since this tarp over here is blocking the wind from this side, I might leave this back side open and then just close this side. That way that will block some of the wind coming from this open side of the tarp, and then the other side being open will allow a lot of that condensation to escape and everything. So your bug net does the same thing. It's got these toggles and everything. It works the same way. You can open up one side of the bug net or both sides of the bug net, just whatever you want. Being able to open up one side helps to get your gear all straightened out and everything, get your quilt or your sleeping bag situated, and the net's out of your way. Or if you just want to kick back and hang out in a hammock for a while, you can roll up one or both sides of the net. So another option for venting, this, like the rest of our top covers, it's attached to this elastic shock cord up here with this mitten hook. And another option for venting would be to take this, roll it all up, and then now if you take your toggle from your top cover, this toggle, and run it through the loop on your bug net, and then up into your loop on your top cover, then this allows you to open up half of it. I mean the whole end. You could do that at the head or the foot end. We used to do, the first couple of these when we made, we had a piece of shock cord that ran across and pulled it tight. But that was just one more thing to keep track of, one more thing to potentially lose or whatever. This works with what you got. And for the person that's getting it, I sent you pictures earlier, I think yesterday. The reinforcement material I use, where the cam snaps go on the corners and up here and here in the middle, it matched the green material of the hammock, but I just didn't think it looked good sewn on to the orange fabric, especially up here, this piece. So like I showed you, I made out of scrap top cover material, I made a cover for the reinforcements, and I showed you that, and I also did the same thing for the top up here too. So it's so that's kind of hidden. I just think it looks a little bit better like that. The colors kind of really clashed up there. So I'm going to take this off and show you what the rest of the hammock looks like. Okay, so as you can see, your hammock, it's got the zippered bug net, got the same toggles and everything that I was showing you on the top cover, here and here, so you can roll up your net. Your hammock has the shock cord, the black reflective shock cord that you and I had talked about, the person that's getting this, has these for the zipper pulls on the inside and out of both sides. And I left it in the house, but your pull-out cords are this same black shock cord. Hammock has the Ursa system on it, so you can hang some light stuff from these hooks, or you can, if you need a little bit of help with your underquilt, it'll give you a little extra lift on there. You got your black shock cords, black continuous loops on each end and a black ridge line, and then these little shock cord loops are for your top cover. And I'll bring the camera up here and show you a little closer look. Okay, so these zippers, like I said, they're reflective and got the they're black reflective shock cords. And on this hammock, like all the other ones, see I did the zigzag stitching for reinforcement on the bug net, and then you wanted black stitching on the hammock, and for this extra roll of stitching to reinforce the zipper, I used a thread that matches it pretty good. So so yeah, you got black stitching on your hammock and everything. That's it. I got these Beastie D's for your pullouts, and like I said, they're black reflective shock cord. You got your lower and upper quilt hooks, and then the Ursa system, and these cam snaps. I did black cam snaps where it goes on the net, and then orange cam snaps on the top cover, so it matched all pretty decently. So that's it. Hope you like it. Like I said, you get a chance later on this winter using that hammock, that top cover, let me know how it does with the breathability of the condensation and stuff. Alright, I'm going to get this filmed out once you say it's okay, and get it to you so you can start enjoying it.